winter is here. Look, y'all, shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Wasn't for you guys, wouldn't be possible. Look, I don't normally go live in the AM like this recently. I've been at to a meditation and stuff of that nature. But seeing as how it's getting so cold, if I don't start earlier, I'm not going to be able to do these walks outside. It's going to be real with you. Okay, so let's talk about it. With no further ado, you guys, I have to speak on this. I'm noticing it happening a lot, and it has to be said. They're coming up with a new terminology to classify men and people that are minding their own business, not going along with social norms every single day. Every time you're someone minding your business, not going along with the social norms and the social setup that everybody, you know what I'm saying, do and does and makes them feel comfortable, they'll come up with a new terminology. I see this new terminology, avoidance, making its rounds. And just like it sounds like us, people that mind our business, and they've come up with a terminology. Let me explain to you guys what coping looked like. This is people that have had to come together, and there has to be a new terminology introduced because we're moving in a way that is disturbing people as such that they need to have a terminology and a breakdown of how to handle us instead of just leaving us alone, right? So they come up with this terminology, avoidance and things of this nature. They're already calling us narcissists, and you know, but now it's starting to become that women are probably more narcissistic than men. So they have a new one, avoidance. And this can be man or woman. This is anyone that walks away from problems. This is anyone that doesn't deal with a bunch of issues from, you know, a bunch of dramatic people. And so what they've done is they keep, what I've noticed, man, the way the social construct is set up, every time people start getting their sanity back, they come up with new terminologies to allow people to triangulate you and gaslight you into thinking you're doing something wrong by just minding your business and walking away from stuff. They come up with a new term, let's pay attention to stuff. They come up with a new terminology, so we're lone wolfing it, and things started like leveling themselves out. And then the system comes up with a word or a term, and then they introduce it to the social media, and these parasites out here who are hurting because, you know, we walk away from them are looking for stuff like this. They see this new terminology, jump on it, and now it's all this, the avoidant and the avoidant. Dude, I'm gonna get shirts made with this label on it. I love the terminology, it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like us completely. The avoidant lone wolf, however you wanna call it, you know, but what we don't do is allow you to gaslight us into thinking that we're doing something wrong by walking away from scenarios and situations instead of sitting around trying to get to an understanding while we're speaking to a narcissist or someone with borderline personality disorder or a full-on psychopath or sociopath. Those are the only kind of people that need closure for what they've done wrong. If someone walks away from you, there's a reason for it. You don't need closure, and you shouldn't need a terminology to make you feel better, to make you feel like you did nothing wrong when someone decided to walk away. Just grow up. So it's something else to give people a pat on the back and make them feel better. Oh, this person left, it wasn't your fault. No, it's your fault. Listen, whatever caused, you know what I'm saying, any relationship you're in, a person to cheat or leave or whatever, 420 of the time as I say this, you know what I mean? They got their reason for doing it, all right? And that person doesn't deserve closure by you sticking around and listening to whatever they feel like they need to come up with to justify their actions, whatever they did to hurt you. If you feel like walking away from that cold turkey, you have that right. So if they want to classify you and then try to triangulate you with society and make you feel ostracized because you're exercising your freedom to walk away from things, then this new terminology is not going to work out very well. And anyone speaking about it is some codependent loser who can't handle someone walking away from a scenario as opposed to going back and forth. Listen, once you burn a bridge, what do we need to talk about? The bridge is burnt. So we're going to talk about how bad you burnt it, what you did. You know what you did. Ain't no, listen, we're all adults. So coming up with new terminologies to cope is getting ridiculous, man. That's why, guys, I'm telling y'all to just not date, because what they're going to do, they're going to start introducing these new terminologies. It's like they did narcissist. So next thing you know it, you'll just like ghost a chick or walk away from her because her personality is shit. But to all her friends and people around her, because she looks good, and has a decent job, they're like, oh no, you've done nothing wrong. He's an avoidance. No, you're just a weirdo. Like, I peep game. We're able to tell that there's something wrong with you, and we leave. So now you got a terminology to cope and tell people, oh, he's an avoidant, that's what it was. They can look it up and be like, oh, here's a list of things that he did. This is getting out of hand, man. Cope however you feel like you need to, but all these new terminologies are not going to save you. They're not going to give you children. They're not going to, give you generational legacy. It don't make any sense. You're coping. It's coping. If people are walking away from you a whole lot, then you need to self-reflect, and you need to also reflect on were they important in your life or not. But just saying, oh, they're avoidance, it allows you to escape responsibility and accountability of the way that you are around people. Because honestly, and everybody knows this, whether you are a person that gets along with people, so-called at work or whatever, a good measure of the kind of person you are, is how you're able to interact with other people and the same people of your gender, right? Being able to lead or whatnot, that's a good metric. So if you're not able to have any of these, then there's something wrong with you. It's not an avoidant. There's something wrong with you. Look, I want to make sure I put this information out because I noticed this stuff and I really feel like it's getting out of hand. I don't think it's, as soon as I turn around, turn my back to the road. Yeah, it's getting out of hand. As soon as people are trying to take a little bit of their, just independence back, man, and be able to just walk away from people, it shouldn't even matter to them. Like, look, when you do people wrong, why should you have to sit down and rethink about what that person did to you and listen to their dumbass excuse for whatever they did while they thought up different ways to try to manipulate you and make you feel like you don't know what you know? Absolutely not. So allow them to call you whatever they want to. Just know that that's also mental manipulation and narcissism to try to make you feel like, you're wrong for walking away. You have the right to walk away. You have the right to walk away. Why, Sitting around and listening to each other and making each other miserable. No. When something's fixable, you wouldn't have walked away from it. If it was fixable, or at the point that it was fixable, you made mention of things. If they didn't heed to that and decided to do whatever they did, friend, family, lover, whatever they just continue to do to hurt you and you walk away from it, it doesn't make you an avoidant. And however they want to classify you, whatever, man. Let them classify you however they want to. It makes no never mind, but I want to make sure I bring this stuff up because it's starting to get bad. I'm going to go live on TikTok also and make my rounds because I got a fool I didn't know what that avoidance thing was. And I got this fool, and this is what they do on TikTok. People are so grimy on TikTok. I love it. They're so grimy. Your worst enemies will follow you on there just to get not energy, but energy too, but to get your content so they can make counter content. So this guy, his whole platform is about avoidance. But I didn't know what that was a couple of weeks ago or a month ago when I added him. And this guy's been making these videos, and then when I found out what it was through this YouTuber I watched the other night, I was like, what is she talking about? I'm like, single women have come up with something new to classify men that don't want to deal with them? Like, I'm telling you, y'all gonna age out, but anyway, this dude, he was like, when I found out what it was, I'm like, wait a minute, this fool is a friend. He added me as a friend and started following me. I started looking through his content, and I'm like, this dude, man, This dude talking about people like me. Why would he follow me? I'm like, okay, bet. So you want, you know what I'm saying? You want some problems. Bet. I'm going to go ahead and take one of his videos and do edit. And I'm going to stitch it. I'm going to call him out directly, you know, because it's very feminine energy behavior for you to follow a dude that's a lone wolf and your whole platform is about talking junk about lone wolves, aka avoidance. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and handle my business over there on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and cook this dude up. This old ass dude. See, this, you know what I'm saying? Being a lame ain't easy, man. And he's a Panda Bear Express. I didn't realize it. I mean, he looked like one, but I didn't really realize it. And once I started seeing this avoidance thing, and I'm just like, look, I'm gonna tell y'all, all you females out there that be looking to call your ex a narcissist or a deadbeat or whatever, man, all y'all are doing are coping, and you're playing victim. This new one, the avoidance, it's another way of playing victim when you're a woman that you think that you qualify for a man, but you don't have a man. So you have another way to, you know, classify men that are running away from you because you think that you don't qualify for a man. That's why you don't have one. All these terminologies are not going to keep you warm at night. They're not going to give you any children, but you keep coming up with them and keep dropping them. Gentlemen, when you hear women talking about, oh, my ex was a narcissist or this person was an avoidant, run from her. I'm getting all the notes you need and I'm disseminating out to you. When they start talking about avoidance, run from them. They're overthinking why they can't keep a person and not self-reflecting and trying to find a way to project onto somebody else. Run. It's always the same looking women talking like this. You never hear no 25-year-old and under. They might say narcissist or whatever, but they don't even know the definition of it. It's always some 30 and up or close to 30, either baby mama or washed up chick that goes out and sings at nightclubs or something, talking about these different terminologies, bringing this stuff up. Ain't nobody looking for you. Maybe you need to do some self-reflecting, drop your standards somewhat, you know, and find a guy on your actual level and stop trying to find someone that you don't qualify for. They all think they qualify for a certain guy because they're making a certain kind of money, or they go out and party and they feel like it. That don't mean nothing to no dude. Your clout online, your clout in a bar, your clout at nightclubs don't mean nothing to no man. You know, so sitting up here, I see it. I see what they're doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I see what they're doing, dog. I see what they're doing, homie. You know what I'm saying? Young bucks. These women out here coming up with different classifications to put us in boxes so they can label us. Oh, this guy's a narcissist. This guy's a deadbeat baby daddy. This guy's an avoidant. And this guy's an avoidant too because they walk away from me and I've done nothing wrong. No, you did something wrong. You don't talk right. You talk too much. You talk too much about yourself. You talk too much about the wrong kind of stuff. You talk too much about psychology and trying to figure out the male brain, and that's too much. That means you're gonna be doing this stuff all the time. No, we want someone you can relax around. You're gonna take peace away from me. Y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, share the live and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take away from my peace and we're not gonna allow you to do that. So come up with another terminology for the lone wolf, or, you know what I'm saying, a Sigma male, whatever you want to come up with, right? It makes us know, never mind. We're still going to save our money up. We're going to avoid all this Western ideology. We're going to go somewhere where we're appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Not tolerated, not, you know, psycho-babbled and trying to be, what's going on with these men? What is it? Are they narcissists? Are they avoidance? What's going on? Do you have PTSD? What is it? Oh, it can't be you though. It can't be you, right? The men can have options and you're running out of options, but it can't be you. No kind of way. It's got to be a new terminology to classify men that don't want your sorry ass. Come on, man. You know what it is. We're waking up. So again, telling your girls, I'm telling you, we're going to get this information out. I'm going to make sure that other content creators do it too. Start making t-shirts that say, I'm a proud avoidant. Avoidance. You know what I mean? Or whatever the fuck they're calling us. This is getting goofy. It's getting goofy. It's getting pathetic. Every time they do a little bit, an iota of self-reflection, they come up with a new terminology for us. Well, yeah, women are kind of doing this, but most guys are avoidance, and start pointing fingers again. Come on, man, self-reflect. Stop doing. What is doing all this stuff doing for you right now? Since y'all think so much. You know what I mean? Y'all swear up and down you can critically think, you have emotional intelligence, coming up with these different terminologies, narcissist, putting that on us, pegging us with that, pegging us with being in avoidance and all this. Where is it getting you? What is the goal? If the goal is to, throw more dirt on us, okay. But if you're trying to get a man, is it working out for you? I mean, I know you're watching my fine ass, but I'm not watching you. I ain't looking for you. I'm not going to change how I am for you. Drop all the terminologies and try to low-key, try to manipulate men and try to brainwash us with all this crap you're putting out here on the internet to make us think about stuff that we shouldn't be thinking about. I'm going to counter it every time and tell men, don't listen to this kind of crap. When they start talking this kind of way, cut them off. Let them finish talking or whatever, but block them out. You know what you do. You've been with enough women and know how to block out a woman when she's talking. Do that. You know what I'm saying? Think about what you got to think about. Don't listen to none of it. Any of these, if they're trying to call you a name, any kind of label, they always got a label for something. They're trying to categorize you some kind of way. Any woman that's trying to categorize you, run. She shouldn't be labeling you. Oh, so what's your sign? Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So what's your birth chart? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? All right. You know what I mean? So, do you consider yourself narcissistic? Would you consider yourself an avoidant? Listen, these are all different ways for them to classify you so they can have a justification for when things don't work out. Oh, he was an avoidant anyway, so it didn't really matter. He was a narcissist anyway, so it didn't really matter. He was a fuckboy anyway, so it didn't really matter. He was a child anyway, so it don't really matter. That's all they ever do, man. Well, they rack up bodies, still single, no man, no real prospect, coming up with new terminologies that the Matrix keep dropping to them every time they take an L. Notice that. Every time females start taking an L or whatever they got going on, a social construct, when men are winning or whatever their opposition's winning, they start dropping new terminologies out there, dropping more movies, dropping more shows, backing it up, putting it out there in the ether. They do it all the time, man. Like, men are winning right now, so it's like, oh, no, you're not. We're going to put this out in the ether through the movies, the shows, the radios, and all the content creators online. Here you go, here you go, here you go. Like this all the time, man. We're done. That's why men don't watch. Listen, Matrix. We're not watching any of this stuff. You're feeding the women, okay, but we're not watching it. We're going overseas and things of that nature. So whatever you're doing, you're not going to stop us from making babies. You're just going to stop us from making babies with the Western woman. That's all. And if that's your goal, hey, listen, guess what? Salute. You won. Salute, Matrix. You won. You know what I'm saying? We don't care. You won't stop us from having babies. You know what I'm saying? There's women all over the world. Are you crazy? There's women all over the world that love my black ass. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm too fly for this. I'm out here, you know what I'm saying, camoed up, booted up, you know what I mean? I'm too fly for this. I'm not gonna deal with no American woman's BS trying to tell me I'm not fly, trying to tell me I'm not that dude. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? You better check yourselves. Shit, I don't care. Hey, look, call me whatever you want. I'm a proud narcissist. I'm a proud avoidance. I'm a proud whatever you want to call me, brokey, whatever you want to call me. But what you're not going to call me is a slave. That's what you're not going to call me. You know what I mean? Talk all the junk you want, but I'm living like I want to live every single day. What you going to do about it? Not nothing. Not nothing. Hey, what's going on, Fendi? Yeah, man, they're out here doing too much, but you know what, man? They think they got it together. They got different labels. They're still single. We're still winning. It doesn't matter. They're getting older. They're aging out. They're coming up with terminologies. We're seeing the age in your neck and in your hands. So if y'all ladies want to continue to try to look younger, start investing in your neck and in your hands. You can't sit here and have a nice, smooth Botox face and your neck look like the Wicked Witch of the West. Or turkey neck. Gobble, gobble. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to sit here and hold y'all any longer. I got to get going. I got to get on TikTok and make my rounds, talking the same stuff. You got to hit the like button, you know, share the live and subscribe. But when you hear this new terminology, avoidance, know that's a chicken head. Let her go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Chicken head. Don't pay her no attention. All right? Peace, love, and light, y'all. Talk to y'all in a little bit.